Ellarigu Namaskara. Today we're talking about the gym and the gym being a scary place. Now, quite honestly, the gym is a scary place. There are a bunch of heavy weights that you can easily injure yourself with. If you're a beginner, you are guaranteed to look stupid in the gym. There are a bunch of people who you feel are judging you, and there are a bunch of people who are bigger than you, so you're constantly judging yourself. It's just a very scary environment to be in, especially as a beginner. And that's how I felt as well around 2 years ago before I started working out. I had considered joining the gym, and then I went and I took a look and I was like, oh my god, this is not some place that I want to be every single day. And that's why I started calisthenics, and that's why I think you should too. Now, the thing with calisthenics is that it's a more isolated sport in the sense that you can train calisthenics for years on end and train on your own because you don't really need a gym, and the environment you have to train calisthenics in is, it's public but not necessarily crowded. You could find any place to hang, like anywhere, and then you could be training. And since calisthenics is basically just pull-ups and push-ups, it's something that you can do on your own and on your own time. You don't really need a specific place like a gym to train. And that's great about it because it allows almost anyone to enter the sport, and that's why it's so available, which is what makes it so great. So calisthenics is a lot of compound movements. Once you get more advanced, you can isolate as possible. I'm not saying it's not, but for the most part, you're going to be doing compound movements. Things like your pull-ups, push-ups, dips, rows. That's your real meat and potatoes when it comes to calisthenics. And that really gives you a good understanding of your own body's movement. It helps you understand how to activate certain muscles and what feels good, what angles cause pain, and it helps you get a better understanding of your own body. The barrier for entry is very low, and since you require such less equipment, it keeps you consistent. You'll find that when you train calisthenics, you have very few excuses to skip a workout, and that's the great thing about it because it keeps you consistent and it develops that drive. And if you can consistently train calisthenics for 1 to 2 years, then I think you're prepared for any other sort of training because it builds that determination and that drive in you just to keep going. You don't have any excuses, you don't make unnecessary excuses, and for the millionth time, it keeps you consistent. The issue I see with a lot of people who start off training in the gym is that they'll buy a gym membership and expect that external factor to force them to work out. Or some people will invest thousands and thousands of dollars into a home gym and expect that to force them to start working out. But that's not how it works. You have to want to start to work out. You have to take the action, and then the equipment is nothing but a helping hand. It aids in your journey. It shouldn't be the reason you start your journey. If you need to buy equipment to force you to take action, then you need a stronger why. You need a better reason to be committing yourself to this hobby, sport, or whatever it is. I shouldn't have to buy a pull-up bar in my house to keep me consistent in calisthenics. I still don't have a pull-up bar in my house to this day. For 2 years, I went down to the public park and I did my workouts there every single day. And that really kept me consistent, and I built up a certain mental toughness in me that I'm honestly very, very grateful for now. Because I see that with people who start training in the gym, they just don't have that. And I feel personally that calisthenics gave me that. Now, this mental toughness really helps once you can apply that to your gym training as well. One of the biggest reasons I would recommend any beginner or novice to start with calisthenics before going to the gym is that it gives you a confidence boost. after 2 years of consistently training calisthenics, if you've built up muscle, or if you've built a body that you're somewhat proud of, you have a lot more confidence to step into the gym, and it just feels like a more accepting place. At least in my situation, when I started going to a gym just a few months ago, I felt a lot more confident because I knew what I was doing to a certain extent. I knew what I was doing, right? I had experience with fitness, I had experience with working out, and it wasn't a completely new journey that I was starting. So I had more confidence, I didn't feel scared to go, and it just helped me a lot. It also gives you a good understanding of the basics. A lot of people, when they just start, they don't really understand how to activate muscles because it requires repetition. Your body has to learn how to activate muscles. For example, if I ask anyone to give me a quick bicep flex, 99.9% of people can give me that. But if I ask someone to flex their rear delts, then I don't think many people are going to know how to activate that muscle. And 2 years of bodyweight training taught me how to do that. And I don't know if this is just something specific to me, but I feel that everyone's fitness journey should start with calisthenics. Because if you can't control your own body weight, you can't expect to control external weights. So that pretty much sums up what I had to say for this video. If you found it helpful, then definitely give it a shot. I think that calisthenics could be a very valuable asset to you, and let me know how it goes in the comments.